Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for taking this time to connect with your overall well being. We'll start in a comfortable seat, easy cross leg hero's pose, or any other seat you find more comfortable. When you're ready, close down your eyes. Just begin to notice your breath. As you inhale, feel your spine elongating. And as you exhale, feel the sit bones grounding. And just taking notice of how your breath feels, how it sounds, as you get comfortable, as you prepare yourself for your practice and for the day ahead. Recognizing areas in your body where you might be feeling sensation, and just simply guide your breath there. Relax areas like your face, your jaw, your shoulders. As we deepen our connection to our breath, we'll activate Ujjayi breathing. Breathing in and out of our noses, creating these vocal sounds between our ears and off our mat. You have a choice to either even out the breathing or make your exhales just a little bit longer than the inhales. Once you find this smooth rhythm to your breath, set an intention or centering thought. So if you get pulled away from your breathing, this intention can simply just bring you back to this moment. You can keep your eyes closed, or you can start to blink your eyes open. And we'll begin by inhaling, lifting the lower belly, reaching your arms all the way up to the sky, maybe bringing the gaze up, and on an exhale, bringing your hands to your heart, sealing your intention. And on your next inhale, interlacing your fingers, pushing your palms forward and up. And as you exhale, begin to twist to the right. Float your right hand behind you and your left hand on your right knee. And then gently gaze over your right shoulder. On your next inhale, leave your left hand where it is and sweep your right arm up and over, stretching the right side of the body. Bringing your gaze to the left knee or somewhere between left knee and right hand. Allowing yourself to feel every little bit of your breath as it moves through the right side. On an exhale, we're going to take the right hand and cross it around to the left, bring it around to the center, and then over to the right, walking your fingertips out and sweeping the left bicep back by your ear. Use your right hand to push your sit bones or push your hips to the left, grounding the sit bones. Bringing the gaze over to the left or down towards the right hand or somewhere in the middle. On your next inhale, slowly root down in order to rise back up. Bringing your hands together as you slowly bring the hands back down to the heart. And then we'll inhale again, interlace the fingers, push your palms forward and up. Exhale, start the twist to the left, floating left hand behind you, right hand on the left knee. Gazing over the left shoulder. inhale, sweeping the left arm up, bicep by your ear. Pushing down into the right hand with your left knee, creating more of a sensation on the left side of your body. And as you exhale, let the left hand come around to the front and slowly over to the left. And sweeping the right arm up. And that's my pet squirrel back there. Using the left hand to ground the sit bones and slightly guide your hips to the right. And on an inhale, bring yourself back up. And this time we'll take the hands behind us, fingertips facing in, and slowly just lifting up the hips, lifting up the gaze. And if it feels okay on your neck, let your head drop back. Open up your mouth and exhale. Inhale, bringing it back to center, and then we'll slowly roll over to all fours. Lining up the creases of your wrists, elbows, and shoulders, and stacking your hips directly over your knees. We'll start to wave the spine in cat-cows. Inhaling as you look up, gently guiding the heart forward, opening the throat, lifting the tail. Exhale as you round the back body, push away with your hands, shins, and feet. Bring your gaze all the way back between your legs. Inhale, let the belly go, opening up the chest and the throat. And exhale, rounding curl, pulling your navel up to your spine. At the end of the exhale, see if you can hollow out your belly. Inhale this time, pick up your feet and tuck your toes. And exhale, let it go. One more just like this, inhaling. Maybe even find a pause at the top of the breath to take another little sip in. And exhaling a little bit longer and slower. With a pause at the end, hollowing and scooping your low belly, activating your Uddiyana Bandha. As you inhale, come back to center. Start to circle around your mat, moving your hips over to the right as you inhale with a cow spine. Hips to heels, and as you exhale with an angry cat back to forward. Inhale, gaze is slightly lifted. Exhale, gaze slightly lowers. Feel free to pick up this pace or slow it down. On your next inhale, bring it over to the other side. I like to close my eyes whenever I get that opportunity, just to hone in a little bit deeper into my breathing. So my eyes, as they move all over the place, I'm not being distracted. And then my breath gets compromised. Bring it back to neutral, keeping your toes tucked. Dial your fingertips back towards your knees. Moving forward and back, or just cultivate stillness, or move side to side, or add it all together and make circles. We'll lean back into the toes again and just flip up the hands, bringing the palms to face up, fingers to face your knees. If it's too much, alternate between each hand. doing one at a time and not spending too much time there, but just alternate. One more breath. Bringing your knees a little closer, staying on the tops of your or tucked toes. Sit all the way back on your heels and sweep your arms out and up, opening up to this beautiful day. Bring your hands together at your heart. Interlace your fingers, push your palms forward and up. Exhale as you cactus your elbows. Letting the breaths just roll right into each other. Bring your hands back down. Untuck your toes and place the tops of the feet down. Sitting back into child's pose. Bring your hands back behind you, palms face up. Using this pose as a resting place whenever you need. Stretch your left fingertips forward, maybe tent all 5. And then we'll do 3 arm circles with the right hand as we inhale up through an angry cat back. Reach your right arm up. As you exhale, cactus the elbow back down. And inhale, angry cat the back. Exhale as you cactus the elbow. One more time, big inhale. And a big exhale. Leaving both hands back behind you, take a deep cleansing breath here. Open up the mouth and say, ah. And then we'll stretch the right fingertips forward. The top of the left hand is down. And we'll inhale, lift the lower belly, lift up, reaching the arm up, and exhale, cactus it all the way back. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Bringing both hands back. A deep breath in here. Open up your mouth and say, ah. We're going to interlace our fingers on our tailbone. Notice what thumb you have on top, just to be aware of your repetitive behavior, and then switch it. If it feels uncomfortable or awkward in any way, it's right. Bring your forehead back down, and on an inhale, see if lifting the arms is possible. If not, don't worry, just keep pressing your palms together. If you want a little more, bring your forehead a little closer to your knees, rolling to the top of your head. Maybe the seat lifts away from your heels. Try not to put all the weight on your head. Try to keep lifting your low belly to your back body. One more inhale here. At the end of the exhale, start to lower your seat and then your arms. Releasing your hands out in front of you, preparing yourself for your first downward facing dog. Inhale up to all fours. Tuck your toes and look at your hands. Make sure your fingers are spread nice and wide. All 10 finger pads gripping the mat. A little more awareness in index fingers and thumbs. Float your knees off the mat, floating in all fours for 5. Activate your Mula Bandha, the space between your sit bones. As you begin your inhale, pull that in. pulling the breath all the way up through the sides of the waist and up to your heart center. And then exhale your Uddiyana Bandha, the wrapping in of the ribs, the cinching of your waist. Start to drive through your fingertips as you push your belly back towards your thighs, coming into Turbo Dog. Feeling the triceps wrap to the back, your inner elbows facing each other or the top of the mat. If you want a little more, open up your knees. See if you can send your hips to your heels without moving your hands. On your next inhale, you're going to push through all 10 toes in the balls of your feet, straightening out the legs the best you can, keeping them a little bit soft to start. Send your sit bones to the sky. And then very slowly start to pedal out your heels, noticing every little sensation that shows up for you here. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes. If it makes sense, you can bend and straighten your elbows. You can move your heels right and left, getting a little deeper into the side body. And then we'll take a few more breaths here as we exhale, trying to sink the heels to the earth, taking the weight out of the toes. And if the heels don't touch, that's okay. Still take the weight out of the toes.